Okay, well then, at this point, I would imagine that folks in YouTube land are joining in. So welcome everyone. It seems that tonight's entertainment, as voted by the Dapplings, shall be none other than Tyranny. We are returning to the lands of Kairos' dominion, though the tiers are questionable. It's as much Kairos' dominion as not, most of the time it seems. But the very first part of this is going to be me working out what on earth we were doing. Because I don't recall. I've received a potion of invisibility. I'm fairly certain I linked my Paradox account many times before. Why am I being given gifts now? I don't know. I have no idea. I remember that spell creation was honestly one of the best things in the universe. Let me just remind myself what I've got. Restoring touch, allied target plus 37% health, range 4 meters. Target 18% health, 25% health. Okay, well, all right. I'm very, very much a mage. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I wasn't going to be a mage, and then I discovered the spell system in the game. It was like, suddenly I'm a mage. Everyone's a mage, really. Everyone should be a mage. Mages are amazing. This game has an amazing magic system. False Pit. Unravel Minds. I've got Unravel Minds as well. Spectral Blur. Okay, very nice. I'm not particularly... I don't think I've got a very good handle on the combat mechanics anymore, so I give you warning now. The first combat or two is probably going to be a little bit of a scuffle as I reacquaint myself with how to get all of that done, but hopefully we'll do okay. So we've got a couple of sigils open. Now, what cores have we got? We've got Fire, Vigor, Lightning, Frost, Illusion, Force, and the Sigil of Life. Okay. Tidal Burst, Concussive Bolt, while it isn't target, with Concussive Forces. The force of the impact dazes and disrupts. Release a pulse of concussive force, blasting enemies and pushing them back. I imagine you can get crazy combinations of the spell system in this. Absolutely crazy ones. Oh, you get a gift every day. I see, Lord Faladar. That's rather nice. How lovely. Don't question the gift of the gods. Well, you know that there is something to that, yeah. Aavak. Sorry, Kitzer says, Aavak, I wasn't going to be a cult leader, but then suddenly there was a leaderless cult around me. I mean, it would be wrong of me to let them go out into the world leaderless. Do you know how dangerous the world is? No, they need a shepherd. And it just falls upon me to be that shepherd. What am I to do, you know? Okay. I'll have a better look into people's character sheets when I level them up. But as a quick look... Oh yeah, performance is going to be a particularly important one for you. Subterfuge. Law is a very high skill for me. For obvious reasons. I forget where I was going with this. I believe I was trying to get down to Undying. Maybe. I'll apply the lash. Victory defeat. Call to battle. I mean, the party regains a portion of their maximum health when any party member kills an enemy. That's actually quite a nice one. Research. Point to a fallen ally and command them to join the fight. Yeah, I think that one tickled me when I picked it up eventually. It's like I just will you into not dying. Bloody maggots, get up off the floor. Stop acting. Oh. Syrian has 3 trees. That's interesting. Ah, yes. She has many different songs. I really like Syrian, though we haven't had her in the party very long. Right, okay, so prepare thyself for me spending a little bit of time here working on what on earth I'm doing. I think then with all of the stuff that we've got, I'm in a position now where I'm fairly certain that we can head out and do a bit of exploring. Now, is there anything else in this place that I really need to take care of, I wonder? Forge-bound merchant. Where would you be? That would be you, I would say. Welcome, friend. The merchant cries out to you, his belt jingling with rings. He waves his arms about in a dramatic presentation of his wares. What brings you to my humble trading post? With a certain something in mind, or just browsing? Tell me what you have to sell. Most certainly, have a look. I'm not really sure we need to buy anything, honestly, though. More, I was wondering if those were people of import that I needed to interact with. But I don't think there's anything else here for me. I think it is time, in fact, for us to leave. That's the Forge, Syrian Sanctuary, Lathian's Mistress, Old Walls Entrance. Lathian's Mistress. That might be something we need to do. Let's head down there and just see what's going on first. Hey, Superwoman. Hope all is well. Wow. That sword does actually look pretty amazing with Kills in Shadow. Not gonna lie. Now, if we had Lantry with us, we'd have another very powerful spellcaster, but we don't. Okay. Welcome to the Lathian's Mistress, my lord. Please come in and enjoy. Okay. Mistress Sophia, what a pleasure it is to see you in my establishment, Fatebinder. It is always an honor to entertain someone of your standing, a Lathian's Mistress. You have need of entertainment, or company, for a short time, then we look forward to fulfilling those needs. How may I and my entertainers be of service to you? Tell me more about your establishment. What brought you to Lathian's Crossing? Do you have food and drink? How much do you charge to partake in the entertainment? Tell me more about your establishment. Lathian's Mistress started as a safe place for people to come to drink in secret, but eventually it evolved into a gathering place where drinking and... Her eyes twinkle as she considers her words. It evolved into a gathering place where drinking and fornication were both common activities. Everyone needs a way to relax, and I provide one for them. I mean, fair enough. What brought you to Lathian's Crossing? Oh, wait, thank you very much for the cheer there. Thank you for the stream tonight. You're more than welcome. I hope you enjoy. I was one of Lathian's mistresses, of course, and where Lathian went, so did I. She was very adventurous and not really the type to settle down. I may not have gotten all of her attention, but I did end up with a nice business, and I've been very comfortable. And if I had to share her with various men and women around town, I was willing to be generous with her time. Do you have food and drink? We have plenty to eat and drink if your desire includes those of a less carnal nature. Let me see what you have. Food and drink to sale. Do we actually need any food or drink on the people? I think we probably do a little bit. We almost certainly do, actually. +1 finesse. Don't need finesse on you. Quickness, maybe. Vitality. Quite possibly. Meat. Ooh, yes. I will take that. That will go to you. And I would say finesse. There, I will take 1. Dunk. Trade. Thank you. You can have that. I'd like this to go. Damn it. Okay, fine. Whatever. Bump. There we go. Let me just move that across so that you have some meat you can eat in combat. I think that will work well. Hello, Velociraptor. I hope you enjoy work once work comes, but until then, I hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, food is definitely something that when I was glancing through my old videos, I really wasn't making good enough use of. Considering they last for a goodly amount of time, that +1 to a stat is actually pretty impressive. Very, very much welcomed. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you very much, Sandman. 31 months. Thank you, buddy. Kills and Shadows so gigantic. Right. Okay. Sunset Spire, we don't need to go up there for now. I would like to go up to the world. There's a couple of places that I need to be. Got the Shattered Bastion. Well, there's something going on in the Mountain Spire, apparently. We've got Torn Strand. The Blade Grave. The Secluded Forge. The Ashwald. I would have thought we had to go to the Ashwald, though. Let me just cancel that for a second. I was fairly certain that we needed to go there. Quests. Finders Keepers. Yeah, we could go to Blind and Mark in the Ashwald. Alternatively, miss it from a sage. Read the message and learn more. It is offered you valuable information in exchange for the preservation of her research. I mean, it's possibly. The Torn Strand is versus one. Okay. The Bastard Tier is quite far away, I think. The Fire Inside is... Torn Strand is down to the south, whereas Finders Keepers is on the way to that. So I think that's probably where we're going to head. We could hit... Oh, I can just teleport across to the Mountain Spire. Oh. Yes, of course. So I could go bump and then head on down. And then head down to the Torn Strand. That probably makes a lot more sense than anywhere else. That's a long trek. But first, let's go to the Mountain Spire. It seems that there's something going on up there that wants my attention. Also, this will give me an opportunity to consider my party. Verse is obviously coming on Versus Quest. But if we're going somewhere with a Sage, it would make sense to take a Lantry, at least it seems it would. Lantry is got... Oh, it actually doesn't tell me that Lantry has any... Like, Lantry's particular affiliation. But Lantry approves of me helping the Sages, so it makes sense to take Lantry there, I think. So Lantry is probably going to come. Maybe even Ebb. Well, no. Ebb, I'm not certain of. I don't think Ebb and the Sages get on. Allegedly, the last member of the School of Tides, a mage guild specializing in magic of the moon and seas. A seasoned traveller and arcane scholar prior to the war, Ebb has devoted her days to fighting Kairos' occupation of the Tears. Yeah, I'm not sure I would bring Ebb along. The Fire Inside is definitely going to be a fighter. On Finders Keeper, I'm not really sure who I should bring there. But Finders Keepers first, then on to the Fire Inside, I think. Oh, take care, Raccoon. Thank you very much for the cheer, mate. Enjoy your day. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take a fairly combat-focused party to the hidden... sorry, to Finders Keeper... to the Fire Inside. Do I want Sirin with us? Yeah, I kind of do, because they were both affiliated with the Scarlet Chorus, in a way. Sure. That makes sense to me. Okay, off to the Ashwald. Take me 2 days to get there. I do like this time system. Oh. Along the road you cross paths with a trio of tearsmen clad in ragged remnants of noble finery. They appear haggard, hands blemished with dirt, faces sunburnt and peeling. Their guard has been reduced to 2 men in dented bronze, each sporting mangy beards and visible exhaustion. One of the tiersmen notes your banner and hails you. With grim stoicism, the woman explains that she, her husband, and her sister travel from their home toward the bastard city to bend the knee to the Archon of Justice and swear eternal fealty to the Overlord's glorious rule. Unfortunately, they've been harried incessantly by highwaymen and Scarlet Chorus raiders alike, and fear they may not live to see their destination. Speak with them, attempt primary weapon, attack them, or leave. No, I'll speak with them. Your weapons remain sheathed even as you demand the refugees attend your authority as a Fatebinder of Tunon. Though the woman matches your gaze with steady resolve, the remainder of the quintet exchange nervous glances amongst themselves. Question them, escort them, or accept their oaths. I will question them. Via a brief, largely uncontested interrogation, you learn that these 3 individuals are members of the old aristocracy of Sunder. They travelled to Stalwart after their homeland's destruction, but the Edict of Storms has driven them north again. Having lost very nearly everything short of their life, they finally accepted the inevitability of Kairos control of the tiers and home to find place within the new order. I'm thinking of accepting their oaths because do I not act with Tunon's authority as a Fatebinder? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that as a Fatebinder, I am an extension of Tunon. But does that extend to accepting oaths on his behalf? My word is Tunon's word, but would me accepting their oath on behalf of Tunon, would it be construed as me accepting their fealty? Or me accepting their fealty on behalf of Tunon? Is my worry there. I'm going to accept their oaths. You explain to the group that as a Fatebinder, you serve as an extension. Ah, good. I'm glad that I interpreted that right. Adjudicator's court and enforcer of his will. You offer to accept their pledges of fealty in his absence for a nominal fee. They quickly thank you for your offer, and in a brief ceremony just off the road, you legally confer on them the benefits of Kairos peace in exchange for their oaths of service. Okay. Gain 200 copper coins. You grant them a decree that should shield them from predation by servants of the court, but warn them that it will provide no succor from brigands. The guards seem revitalized by even this small respite, and the group resolves to continue on to the Bastard City to join the court. Okay, that seemed good. Inspired. Got a bunch of boons there. Lethian's Crossing. The people of Lethian's Crossing were pleased by your words and actions. Gained favor average. And we got a bunch of money. Hooray! Not too bad. End encounter. Okay then.
On it.
Oh. Received the missive. Oh, damn it! I received the missive. I wanted to read it. I should have hit space. Just pause. I'm out of practice. Bled and Mark. The shadows in the wield stretch and stir, silently shuddering like trees whipped in the wind as Bled and Mark emerges from their dark depths. He circles you, quietly, slowly, studying you like a strange specimen, eyes alight with amusement. He clearly takes note of the powerful aura you emanate.
That aura looks good on you. The magebane, I mean. Its iron smells of charred scourge. Fascinating bit of work those forge-bound make. With it, you'll have little to fear in the old walls.
That's very good to know.
Though, to be absolutely sure, I should probably test it for you. Here, I'll simply pop into the old walls, give it a quick run, and be back before you can say glory to Kairos. So hand it over, kid.
Okay, sure. Why would you? Look, if you need to borrow it, you can just ask me. No, absolutely, most certainly, you may not. Headbutt him with the magebane helm. You can pry it off my cold dead body. I'm not going to attack him. See, Mark has not... He's found... I feel that Mark would find it ridiculously naive of us just to hand over a powerful artifact. He would also find it stupid of me to refuse help, but... Nuh-uh.
You think you're funny. But I'd advise you not to test my patience right now.
Oh. He waits, arms crossed. He scowls and sneers, but when it becomes apparent you're not going to hand the helm over, he sullenly relents.
Fine. Be a little shit about it. For the sake of our, let's call it a working relationship, I'll pretend you're still my favorite little protege. I guess I can't fault you for acquiring some of my more deplorable traits. Regardless, we have more important matters to consider.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Learning my way around Mark. Mark is still such a mystery to me, but it's kind of hard to pin it down. I honestly thought that was a test to see if I was so gullible as to just hand it over, but it seems he genuinely wanted it.
The Azure Shield still lies in the depths of the Stone Sea.
Okay.
Do not forget. The Dauntless remains to be claimed in the Blade Grave.
Know the regions of Stalwart hoarded many relics. Perhaps I should look in the Blade Grave. I was thinking of heading to the Stone Sea. What should I look for when I get there? Lazarus, I'm playing this for the first time, so just to preface any answer I give you, I can't really tell you which path I'm going down, other than I'm more or less forging a path, and that happens to be apparently what I've done. I have sided with no one, it seems. Aavak is on no one's side, because no one is on Aavak's side. I apparently have gone more of an anarchic route. You know which I've gone. Okay, that's cool. Right. Well, the Blade Grave is kind of in the direction that we're going, isn't it? Or is it the Stone Sea? I'm not sure. At the fork, do you go left or right? No. Yes. The answer is always no. Or yes. The Stone Sea is the name given to what remains of the land of Azure after Kairos' edict of stone devastated the landscape. Once rolling landscape of winding rivers and fertile plains, tectonic shifts have altered the landscape. Or the Blade Grave. Blade Grave is the name given to the remains of the realm of Stalwart after its ruination when Kairos proclaimed the Edict of Storms. I think I'm going to go to the Stone Sea. It sounds more interesting.
For a century, the Azure Shield went from one regent's night to the next. It seems like such a little thing next to a disfavored shield, but it's a powerful relic all the same. Finding it in the maze of the Stone Sea will be a challenge.
One I am up to, I assure you.
I have an agent that could point you to the Stone Stalkers, a tribe of beastmen that have filled the power vacuum left by the fall of Azure. Only they know the landscape of the Stone Sea.
Well, that's definitely something for Kills and Shadow and I to investigate.
Look for Hagrid and Halfgate. He's something of a sleeper agent, so he won't know you're coming. Should he give you any trouble, simply inform him that this is his chance to see his wife again.
Oh, cold. Oh my goodness.
When you're ready, meet me here once more. We'll discuss what's next.
The few patches of colour on the Archon begin to darken as the edges of his form ripple and blur, diffusing into intangible darkness. I declare silently. I'm tempted to. Farewell. Farewell. The Archon dissolves into the shadows. Okay. Well, that just a lot of things just happened there. Okay, so first off, journal. Quest, Seat of Power. Find a way to the Dawning Spire in the Stone Sea. Find a way to the Aurora Spire. Oh, there are two in the Stone Sea. Oh, this is nice. However, due to the Edict of Storms, navigating the chasm of the region may prove difficult in determining its location. One of the spires located in the Stone Sea is known as the Aurora Spire. However, the region is teeming with beastmen, and the Edict of Stone crumbles all known paths to it. You will need to know another route. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Right. We have got something going on over here. I cannot even begin to hire any of these. Magical scrolls, skill trainer who teaches control stone, control atrophy, and control force. Control stone, control force, and use of magic staff. Trainer teaches subterfuge and use of staff. Control fire and control emotions. Teaches control gravelight and control illusions. Conquest. Hey, Sir Althasol, you have joined relatively early in the stream. We've just spoken with Bled and Mark following where we left off in the last stream, so you really haven't missed much of anything. Okay, well, we need a lot of money to be able to do anything here. New item since last video. Well, I mean, I would be happy to go across and check it out, but later. Now. Fatebind Rogalis and Sage's Guild. May knowledge survive. You unfurl the missive to see your reply from earlier. Whether the original sender is lost or dead is unknown, but what is clear is that the carrier bird that first delivered word from this sage, L, was unable to find its original sender, and so has circled back to you with the undelivered missive. Lord L, you sincerely desire to surrender to the court? You are welcome to visit Tunon, Archon of Justice, seek audience. Beggars cannot be choosers, and the guilty ought not to bargain where their only currency is guilt. Perhaps if you could provide me some sort more insight to your situation, I'd be less inclined to assume this is some sort of trap. Okay. Interesting. So that's actually come back then. So we may, I'm not sure. Have we run out of time there? This is a question. Okay. Aavak, you insufferable upstart. How dare you take my sermons on cynicism to heart? I expect you stupid youngsters to ignore me, not to actually listen to my wisdom. You're threatening the whole social order of things. Perhaps it's best you say little to me on these matters. Better you speak with the Honourable Fatebinder Meothis, though I suppose Binder Emeritus is a more apt title. As she's free of official duties and idles her days in the estate up north, far from the war, far from the watchful eyes, I am one of the few to whom she will speak, with my blessing, and if you curtail your attitude, she might share what she knows with you. On the reverse of this parchment, you'll find instructions to contact Meothis. I encourage you to open up about the edict and your experience with the spire. There is much you need to learn. Okay. I like that. You'll have to settle for the written equivalent of a blank stare. I approve so much. On the subject of spires, quill in hand, you loom over a blank sheet of parchment. You have Binder Meothis' contact information in hand and contemplate your opening words. Polite introduction. This is interesting. I'm kind of tempted to take this one just because it stands out. Fatebinder, my office. I am Fatebinder Aavak, and I'm currently serving in the tiers. I recently broke an edict of Kairos, and in roughly the same breath awoke the latent energies in the mountain spire of the tiers. When I told my old mentor, Regalius, of these events, he insisted I contact you, hinting that your wisdom exceeds his own. If that's true, I'd be fool not to heed the advice of someone more worldly than even Regalius. Regalius, maybe. But I know knowledge is power, and power isn't free. I have enclosed a hand of rings as tuition and tribute, a paltry offering for a respected teacher, but it is a sizable sum to me. Thank you for your consideration. I eagerly await your reply. Yeah, alright. Send it.